Right, so this video is just about the extensions, not extension stuff, but the next stuff. So hopefully you've understood these questions here and you're able to answer those and got to the bottom of them. The next step is to be able to answer questions like this. So these are the standard normal distribution. By that I mean you've got you've got a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. So you just still use those tables. So if this is your question, what you got to do first is you got to make sure that you always draw yourself a little sketch. Draw yourself the mean of 0 and the standard deviation of 1. So always write those down. From there, then it's just a matter of going, alright, 1.46, that's about there. And I'm asked to find the probability between 0 and 1.46. Now hopefully you understand that enough, so from the work earlier today or yesterday or whenever it was that you did it, that's just reading from your table. So it doesn't matter what the question is. This one here, you've got the probability that Z is greater than 2.1. So there's 0, there's my standard deviation of 1, there's 2.11. I'm asked to find this answer right here. Now although that's a really poorly drawn normal distribution curve, you're not marked on that, you're just marked on can you find the answer. Now remember, to find the answer here, what you're going to do is you're going to find this purple answer, then you're going to go 0.5 minus my purple answer, and that'll give you said green answer. I mean, all these other ones, I mean that one there is the same thing, so you're looking for Z of 1.25 there. So you're asking for everything less than that. Okay, so well, that there is 0.5, so you're after whatever's in the table. This one here where you've got 0 and 1, 1.22, you've got 1.89, you've got everything in between there. So you find the purple one, which is everything less than the 0.89, and you subtract the red one, and that'll give you the black one there. Hopefully that's enough for you to have a crack at that anyway. Remember, if you don't understand these, we can touch base when I'm back. The next ones are where you don't have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1, but the process is still the same. You still draw your curve and you label it 54 and you label it with a standard deviation of 8, and you label 60 and you shade in the 60. Okay, and then what we do is we do the process called standardizing, and we make that curve there look exactly like our mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. Okay, the process of how you do that, well, how do you do that? You do that using the formula sheet, the standardizing formula sheet. So what we're after is we're after z-scores. You're given that one there, which is the mean, if you remember, that there's the standard deviation, if you remember, and that there is just the x value that we're talking about. So if I go back to the question, this one here, remember z is equal to x minus mu over sigma. That's those fancy words. So that's going to be, z is going to be 60 minus the 54 divided by the 8. Now that's going to be 6 over 8, which is going to be 0.75. Now you can do that part and you can go from there to there in your calculator. So then what I do is I go back to my tables and I look for 0.75. Remember, I get my ruler out, 0.75, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hopefully that's right. Yep, 0.2734. So remember this here, gives me the answer in between my z and my 0, 0.2754, I think it's what it was, just 34. 2734. So if I'm after this tail, this part out here, 0.5 minus 0.2734 gives you an answer of 0.2266. So it's 22.66%, or probably best just to leave it as 0.2266. Okay, so that's the work that you'll be doing today.